Hello, this is the lecture number 1 for the chapter Statistics for the class 9th. Now, first of all, in this chapter, we discuss about data. Now, data is of two type, the primary data and the secondary data. Now, those data which are collected by the investigator himself or herself with a definite purpose is known as the primary data. Primary data. The second is secondary data. The data which is collected from a source which is already has been information gathered. So primary data is the collection of data by himself or herself with a definite purpose, whereas the secondary data is the data collected from a source which already has the information gathered. For example, primary data. The primary data is the data, for example, the number of students in your class. That is, you can count how many number of students are there in your class, or the number of fans in your school. You can collect the data yourself, or the electricity bill of our house for the last 2 years. So these are the two examples of primary data you can collect yourself. Whereas the secondary data is an example like that election result obtained from the television or the newspaper. That is what is the result of the election which will be collected from the television or the newspaper. Secondary data is an example. Let us take another example that is the literacy rate figured from the educational survey. What is the literacy rate of our country? So this is known example of secondary data. Now after that we can represent the representation of the data. Presentation of the data. Presentation of the data. Now what is the presentation of the data? Suppose we collect the marks obtained by a student in a particular subject like this. Suppose there is a marks out of 20 or some students, let us say 2, 5, 11, 13, 0, 1, 7, 5, 2, 19, 20, 15, 11. Suppose again I've taken 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Suppose again 12, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, 13. Now this is the marks obtained by 20 students of the class out of 20 marks in a test. Now this representation of data is known as the ungrouped data. Ungrouped data. Ungrouped data. This is the individual marks of the student written separately of each student. Now this is the known as the ungrouped data. Now we can represent this data in two more forms. That is the group data and ungrouped data. So ungrouped data is this, and next we have ungrouped data. Sorry, the next is group data. Now group data is of two types, in which with class interval, and second is without class interval. The group data can be represented in two ways: group data with class interval and group data without class interval. Now I will convert this ungrouped data, which is the representation of data ungrouped. I can convert it into group data in two ways. How I can represent it? Group data with class interval and group data without class interval. Now with class interval I can say like this: the marks obtained 0 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15 and 16 to 20. This is the class interval. The number of marks obtained by the number of students: 0 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20. We can count easily. 0 to 5, how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 students. 6 to 10, 1, 2, only 2 students. 11 to 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 16 to 20, how many students? Let us take 1, 2, 3. So 20 students are there. So this is the group we have made. How many students got 0 to 5 marks? How many students got 6 to 10 marks? How many students got 16 to 15 marks? 11 to 15 marks, and how many students got 16 to 20 marks. So this is the group data with class interval. Now group data without class interval, how can I write? I can write like this: how many students got 0 marks, 1 marks, 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks, 6 marks, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and so on up to 20. I will count how many students got 0 marks. 2 students got 0 marks. How many students got 1 mark? So 1, 2 students got 1 marks. How many students got 2 marks? 1, 2, again 2. How many students got 3 marks? None of the students got 3 marks. How many students got 4 marks? No one got 4. How many students got 5 marks? 1, 2 students, and like this. This is the group data without the class interval. How many a particular things occur, how many times. This is a group data without the class interval. So this is the representation of the data, which is the ungrouped data. Then we have the group data with the class interval. Then we have the group data without the class interval. So this is the we can represent our data. Now in exercise 14.1 you can do it easily. Rather, I have discussed those examples. You have to tell the question which is given in day-to-day life, which says that which is the primary data and which is the secondary data. So you have to give an example of the data which can you collect from day-to-day life. That I already taken: the number of students in your class, the number of fans in our school, the electricity bill of our house for the last 2 years, the election result obtained from the television or the newspaper, and the literacy rate of our country. So this is the example of the collection of the data, and you have to differentiate them into primary and secondary. So I had already given you the example. The number of students in a class is a primary data that you can collect yourself. The number of fans in our schools is a primary data that you can collect, whereas the collection of the electricity election result from the television or newspaper is a secondary data. So this is exercise number 1. Now in exercise 14.2 you have to make the ungrouped data is given. Some data is given that the blood group of 30 students of class 8th is given. That is A group, B group, O group, AB groups. These are the groups, and you have to represent this data into group data, which is also known as the frequency distribution table, which is also known as frequency distribution table. That is, you have to convert into the group data. Now because the blood group is given of 30 students and you have to convert into frequency distribution table, so you write like this: blood group, and this cannot have class interval because you have to write only the individual blood group: A group, B group, then O group, AB group. These are the 4 blood group given, and you have to convert into the frequency distribution table. That is how many person student have A group, how many students have blood B group, and how many students have O group and AB group. So you have to convert into the frequency distribution table. That is, you have to convert into the group data. So how we convert it? We count how many students have A group. So we write like this: tally marks we write it, and then we write it frequency. How many students have blood group A? So you mark it individually like this. You open your book and see individually. The first group is given as A. So you mark a tally 1 in front of A. Then we have B. So in front of B you write like this. Then we have O. Again we have O. तो एक बार और mark कर लीजिए. AB. Then AB. You see in your books. Then again we have O. So in front of O write one more. Then A. One more against A. O. It is O. Then B. B. Then A. We write like this A. Then we have O. जब दोबारा O आ रहा है और ये फिफ्थ है, तो फिफ्थ को आप इस तरह से काट दीजिए, एक ग्रुप सा बना दीजिए कि ये 5 हो गए O. Then we have B. तो B के आगे. Then we have A in front of A. Then we have O. तो सिक्स्थ एक अलग से बनाइए. Then we have O like this. Then we have A. तो A के आगे 5वां आ गया. You cross it. Then we have AB group. Then O. One more. Then A. It is A. Then again A. Again A. O. फिर दोबारा O है तो एक बार और क्रॉस कर दीजिए. AB. Then we have B. Then we have A. Then we have O. एक बार और अलग कर दीजिए. Then we have B. 5वां आ गया, क्रॉस कर लीजिए. A. One more. Then B. One more. Then O. One more. So like this we are getting, टोटल करिए इसको, टोटल 9 हो गया, ये टोटल 6 हो गया, ये टोटल आपका हो गया 12 और ये हो गया 3. दिस इज 3. तो टोटल 20. इस तरह से हम फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल बनाते हैं. मतलब हम काउंट करते हैं, और ऐसे ही टैली मार्क करके बनाना, ये नहीं कि यू काउंट हाउ मेनी ए आर देयर इन दी अनग्रुप डाटा एंड काउंट इट. यू वन बाय वन यू मार्क द टैली. ये टैली मार्क्स कहलाते हैं. एंड आफ्टर दैट यू काउंट इट. जब फिफ्थ आता है तो उसको क्रॉस करके एक फिफ्थ का ग्रुप सा बना देते हैं. सो दिस इज द मेथड टू कन्वर्ट द अनग्रुप डाटा इनटू द फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल, आइदर विद क्लास इंटरवल और विदाउट क्लास इंटरवल. अगर एक क्लास इंटरवल होगा दैट इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन, द हाउ मच क्लास इंटरवल यू हैव टू टेक. जैसे क्वेश्चन नंबर आपका 2 है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, व्हाट इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन नंबर 2? अ डाटा इज गिवन. The distance in kilometer of 40 engineers from their resident to their places of work is found to be given. In kilometers given है कि how many engineers, 40 engineers are there. Their distance of residence is given in kilometers. सबका individually given है 40 engineers का. You have to convert into the frequency distribution table, and it is given that you have to take the class interval as 0 to 5, 0 to 5 and so on. तो distance in kilometers, distance in kilometer, तो it is given that 0 से 5, then 5 से 10, then 10 से 15, क्लास इंटरवल गिवन है यहाँ पर. 10 से 15, then 15 से 20, 20 से 25 and so on. अब आपको ये कहाँ तक लिखना है? You have to see in your table that what is the maximum distance is given. तो maximum distance given in this table is 25. You check it. I think it is 25. 25 given a maximum distance, 25 kilometer, and the minimum distance you see that I think it is 32 given a maximum distance. Maximum distance 32 kilometers given, and minimum distance is given as 2 kilometers. Minimum distance is given as 2 kilometer, and the distance difference between the maximum and minimum is known as the range. 30 is the range of this data. 30 is the range of this data. Okay. Now one thing more. Again you have to mark the tally marks. tally marks. How you have to mark it? See it very carefully. First is 5. पहला जो डिस्टेंस दे रखा 5. अब 5 we have 2 times upper limit. This is known as the lower limit of the class interval. This is known as the upper limit of the class interval. Lower limit, upper limit. Now it is given that the first kilometer is 5 kilometer. तो कहाँ पे लेना है? यहाँ पे भी दे रखा है, यहाँ पे भी दे रखा है. तो you have to take in the next lower limit में उसमें लेना है. ध्यान देना है आपको. Tally marks मार्क करिए. Then we have 3. तो 3 इसके बीच में आ रहा है. Then we have 10. Again we have 10. इधर भी तो आप नीचे वाले मार्क करना है. 20. अगेन 20 इधर मार्क करना है. 25 टेबल और बनाइए. 25 से 30, 30 से 35 बिकॉज मैक्सिमम वैल्यू 32 इज गिवन. ओके, देन 25 मार्क कर लिया हमने. 25 के बाद 11, तो 11 वी आर गेटिंग इन दिस. 13 इज अगेन इन दिस. 7 इन दिस. 12 हमारा इन दिस. 31 इज इन दिस. 19 विल बी इन दिस. 19 in this. 10 आपका दो जगह तो इसमें आएगा. क्रॉस 5 वाला आ गया. अगेन इट इज 12 will be in this. 17 will be in this. 18 again in this. 11 in this. 32 will be in this. 17 will be in this. 16 इसमें आ गया. क्रॉस करिए. 2 in this. 7 इसमें आएगा आपका. 9 in this. 7 again in this, तो क्रॉस हो गया 7. 8 again in this. 3 in this. 5 इधर भी है तो आपको नीचे वाले में लेना है. 12 you have to take this. then 15 दो जगह है तो आपका here आएगा. 18 here. 3 here. 12 it will be here. then 14 again इधर आएगा. 14. 2 it will be here. 5 9 इधर आएगा. 9 6 इधर ही आएगा. 15 2 टाइम्स है तो नीचे आ गया. 15 अगेन. 15 7 आपका इसमें आएगा. क्रॉस 6 इसमें आएगा. 12 you'll get in this, and this is the completion of this. So what is the frequency distribution of this? This is coming out to 5 times, 11 times, 11 times. It is 9, it is 1. 25 से 30 कोई नहीं है. 30 से 35 आपका there are 2. तो 16, 27, 28, 30, 40. So this is the 5, 11, 9, 1. This is 20 और 35 के बीच में 1 है. This is 1 and you are getting 30. ये काउंटेड. सी इट वेरी केयरफुली. इसको एक बार और काउंट कर लीजिए. नाउ इसमें ये पूछा जा रहा है हाउ मेनी. See it very carefully. Features of this. We observe what is being observed from this table. We observe that the maximum number of engineers have their resident from 5 to 15 kilometers. 5 to 15 kilometers we are observing from this. And the minimum number of engineers live from 30 to 30 kilometers. That is one each. And the frequency of the interval of 25 to 25 and 25 to 30 is 1 each. This we are observing from this table. So like this you can convert the ungrouped data into the frequency distribution table, which is also known as the grouped data with interval and without interval. Without interval we have done the question number 1. Okay, we'll continue the next lecture. Thank you.